Look at me. Oh yeah. This is what my friend Gina got me. Thank you, Gina. It's a peach cobbler cupcake, my favorite kind ever, and she's so sweet. I'm so excited to eat it, so the day's already off to a good start. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a little bit because I like my desserts really, really cold. Sometimes I even pop them in the freezer, but just, people, how are you? If it's your first time here, my name is Kelly. I'm 24 and welcome to my recovery diary. Every time we get together here, I basically update you guys on how I'm doing in terms of finding a healthier relationship with food and my body. I've struggled so much in my lifetime with things all surrounding that. I've had anorexia, I've struggled with binge eating disorder my whole life. I had a stint of bulimia and always have struggled with anxiety and depression. So here is a safe space where we get to talk about those things and I get to share with you things I'm trying, how I'm trying to heal, and things I learn in therapy every week on Wednesdays. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy I took time off, and I just wanted to kind of talk about how important it was for me to take time away from YouTube because I'm just a normal human. I'm an academic researcher for university. My job is already, tiring, and recovery and just life every day is really, really hard. And trying to pump out content for media and trying to help other people while I'm just trying to help myself and trying to heal and find more fulfillment and happiness in my real life, I tried to just take a shift away from this whole digital world, and it's really helpful. And so I encourage you that if you need to take time away from media and just whatever you're doing, to focus on yourself and make sure you're okay. So important. And I feel so much better having taken some time off. So today I would love to talk about how and why it's just so easy to engage in our behaviors. The way we use our bodies, the way we treat food, the way we interact with both those things that have often made us struggle a lot, and behaviors that we want to move away from or learn healthier coping mechanisms instead of using food the way we do, instead of treating our bodies the way we do. It's really easy to just do what you've been doing for however long you've been doing it. For me, I've been struggling with binge eating my whole life. Basically, after the age of 10, I was anorexic, and after that huge period of restriction and then no proper recovery and just being encouraged by my doctor and my family to just eat normally and return to a normal state of weight, I started binge eating. For me, it was every single day for about 12 years, and I still struggle with it to this day. And it's something that feels so natural to me. And that's what I want us to all understand and have compassion for, is the way that we use food or any other substance or behavior that we have. It's what we're used to. It feels comfortable, it feels safe, it feels normal, and it's predictable. It's something we get to control. It's innate in us. So choosing to recover and develop healthy coping mechanisms like reading a book instead, or taking deep breaths, or leaving the kitchen, or going for a walk, those are things I, of course, want to do. I would love to do. I have done. I've tried. But it doesn't have that same feeling of comfort that we're so used to getting from something like food. And every time we do it, we feel guilty. But the problem here is that every time we do something like binging or restricting or another behavior, we get so upset with ourselves. And that really just perpetuates us wanting to do it more, right? I mean, we're doing a behavior and then we get angry with ourselves, and then we need to cope with the fact that we feel so guilty and bad and ashamed of what we've done, and the food or whatever behavior that you're doing helps coat that pain, helps coat that guilt, and it's just over and over and over again. For me, I've realized it's not so much always changing behavior, it's not always action. ED, eating disorders, are not just behaviors, it's really a mindset, and my mind has been set to an eating disorder for so long. And if I don't have compassion or patience for the fact that that's just how I know to live, that's all that I know, and that's all I really want to do just because I'm so used to it, we'll never be able to really change without understanding where we are. And for me, in the last few months, I've struggled tremendously. And that's why I also took a huge step back from making videos and talking about this kind of stuff, because I needed to work on myself, and I can't show up for so many other people and give advice when I really need to just channel it in all towards me. And I've really gone so much inward with the help of therapy, of course, every Wednesday at 2. My therapist is she is incredible. And we've really been digging into the fact that my my eating disorder is kind of my safe place, because my eating disorder, I refer to her as a person. You know, she's inside of me. She has helped me through thick and thin, made me feel not alone, because my whole life, I really didn't have that many friends through grade school, high school, and college. And I obviously have always struggled with my body image and my relationship with food, but my eating disorder was always there for me. You know, food was always there for me. And I'm still trying to figure out how to curate a safe space for myself, in myself, that's not just my eating disorder. It's not just turning to food. It's not just numbing out and watching Netflix and falling asleep because I feel literally drunk by food. And I don't like that feeling, but I've realized that it does make me feel safe. It does make me feel in control of something. It soothes me so much. I feel like when I binge and use food and then pass out and fall asleep, it's like rocking a baby to sleep because I'm so full I'm not even able to stay awake. And the fact that I could switch my mindset from being so disgusted with myself and angry with myself because I spent all my years before I went to therapy and understood any of this, I just spent all that time hating myself. And the only thing I knew to do to make myself feel better was to eat more, or hate on myself more, or exercise more. Taking time to understand how you got here, why you got here, and why you're still here is so important, and loving yourself through every moment and just looking at yourself and saying, I'm really sorry that you're struggling with this so much still, but understand it has served a purpose. It makes you feel safe. It helps me feel comfort, even though I really hate what I'm doing and I'm too full and I'm uncomfortable. Just knowing that it does serve a purpose, we can learn what to look for. What else would make us feel safe? What else would make us feel fulfilled? What else would bring comfort to us? Would it be calling a friend? Would it be going out for a walk with somebody? Would it be listening to your favorite songs in your bed with like candles on? Would it be enjoying a cupcake that you actually want and will enjoy versus eating 10 bowls of cereal at home by yourself at night? How can we find healthier ways to comfort ourselves and fulfill ourselves that isn't our behaviors? What else could I do that would bring me true comfort, true fulfillment? That's not binging until I fall asleep and I'm passed out because I'm just so full that I can't stay awake any longer. These are tough questions to ask ourselves, but you have to open the door to yourself and go, hey, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to know how you are. I'm ready to know why you are the way you are. And I'm gonna hear you and I'm gonna listen to you with no judgment, and I won't shame you and I won't tell you you have to change right now because you're this or you're that. You are exactly where you are right now because you're supposed to be. It's not the best place. It might not be a preferable place for you, but accept where you are, and you're just as wonderful, worthy, and strong for surviving every single day, even if you're in the depths of your struggle, even if you cannot stop doing your behaviors 24/7. You have to have compassion for the fact that you're still kicking it and making it to the next day, because I know how hard that is. I just want you to be able to open yourself up to yourself, because you are you. No one else can give you the love that you're needing and you're craving. No one else can help you heal but yourself. And you have to find that compassion and kindness for yourself, your struggle, and your past and your story. Because how can you have hope for the future if you cannot reconcile your past? Who you were then deserves love, deserves understanding. Who you are right now deserves the same. And that future you is gonna thank you so much for finally just finding kindness for everywhere and every person you have been. You deserve it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy to be back. I really hope this video helped, and I always just try to hone in on like the mental health portion of this, because really, for me at least, and across the board in terms of a lot of recovery and treatment and therapy programs, it's not just about treating the symptoms and the behaviors and the things you're doing. It's about going inward and feelings and all those really messy places that we never really even had a chance to go to, and that's why we do the things we do, is because we numb out, we touch everything on the surface, and everything under is just pushed down and stifled, and it's time for us to bring all that out, because it's time and you're ready for it. And I'm so proud of you guys and so inspired by you if you watch this and gain even anything from it. And if you gain nothing from it, that is okay, because you're so amazing for just watching it and trying to be self-aware and trying to heal. And you finally see how deserving you are, and that's the huge step. That is like number one. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you liked any part of it, if it helped at all. And please drop a comment below if you have anything to say, if anything resonated with you, if there's anything you've discovered about yourself or you've tried, any tips from me. I love hearing from you. And subscribe to my channel, and you can actually click this little bell notifications button, and it tells you when there's a new video from me, anything about binge eating, how to stop binge eating, help with body image, weight gain fears, your relation to food, anything, it'll let you know. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!